So this is a question from that video, and that was from somebody called Kati Loyo. Okay, so shout out to this person for that question. The question is, how do you convert a house that has an electric instantaneous water heater into a solar water system? Okay. Hi guys, welcome to Asher and Gad channel, making Africa home again, one family at a time. On site today to give you a site update on this lovely Saturday afternoon. So let's take a look at what has been done over the past couple of days. Just show you a bit about the digging that's been done today. We also, in fact, this video is going to be, I've selected a random sort of 5 or 6 questions that people have been asking across the videos, and we're going to give answers to that, show you some more ideas that we had over the swimming pool, and also the progress that we are doing at the front of the house. So let's go ahead without any further ado. So here we have the front gate part, which has been dug up. Okay, it's been dug up about what, a foot into the ground, 1 foot into the ground, and basically that is all to do with a couple of things. One, there's going to be a significant concrete ramp. As I've said in previous videos, it's going to be a significant concrete ramp at the front here that will ramp towards the roadside. Okay, and that will be placed with reinforced concrete with iron rods for cars to come in, and it will be right under the gate. And all this is being done in preparations for the actual gate. If Crystal, if you have a look down here, that's the actual main gate lying on the ground there. You know, we bought it a long time ago. It's been lying on the ground, galvanized steel. We'll obviously have to repaint it, but that gate is going to go and slide from this side to that side, just past the 2 pipes, okay, to where that block is. The main gate will slide from here to here, okay, for cars to come in. Okay, the motor is, there'll be a motor just by that pillar there that will be responsible for moving the gate left to right, sliding the gate. There will also be a sensor so that just in case when the gate is sliding, just in case there's an animal or a human being there, the gate will stop. So there'll be a sensor there as well. You can control the gate from inside the house, what have you. There will also be a pedestrian access within the gate. Sometimes obviously you want to go out and not slide the whole gate, so there'll be a pedestrian access which will be under, you know, lock and key for security reasons. Okay, now let's have a look at the septic tank area. So this was what I was talking about last time. Unfortunately, they covered the septic tank when they were doing the compacting. So we've had to do some abortive work here, which those who are building in Ghana will be used to the rework. But yeah, so this is a little bit of rework. So what we're going to do, these 2 covers exactly the same as the borehole over there. We're going to build the block work up and then put a large concrete cover over the septic tank, so we know exactly where it is in the future if we need to access it. Now, in our entire landscaping plan, this area is probably going to be quite a sort of a green grass type area, isn't it, Gad? Mm-hmm. Is that, you have any thoughts about any visions about what you want to do with this area?
I'm just gonna have to plant a tree somewhere there.
Avocado tree? I love my avocados.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
You have to find the right tasting, juicy ones.
We have some already that they're growing.
Oh, okay. What are the tasty ones?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna plant one there to provide us a shade and then we'll do some green grass. Whether we're gonna use artificial grass, I have no idea. Yeah, because you don't want too much maintenance with natural grass. The grasses, they grow so very quickly here. Exactly, they do. Because of the rains and because of obviously the texture of the soil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And
artificial grass is an option, yeah.
It's an option. We'll look at it. And then obviously I'm going to do my rose climbing roses here.
Climbing roses,
The ones with thorns.
So along the,
Yes.
so it climbs on the fence along the boundary. Yes.
But
yes.
this all here is gonna be green. But for the roses, I find kind of a subtle color.
Right.
Yeah, for the roses on this area.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we can just sit down, have fun.
Have fun. Awesome. So guys, when it comes to the septic tank cover, it really has to be a concrete cover, just to make sure you know we have a ventilation pipe that takes any nasty smell out, methane gas out. But concrete is obviously better than a metal cover. When it comes to the borehole pump over there, that will most likely be a metallic cover over there. Once it is done, I've asked the guy to come and have a look, which he has, and I've been waiting almost 1 week for the quotation. It still hasn't arrived yet, and it's almost as if I'm giving him work. I think I need to chase him to give me the quotation. But there you go. Oh, here's another thing, guys. Sorry. Right. So when the main gate was first purchased a long time ago, okay, obviously we know the height of the gate. The height of the gate is about 7 foot something, okay. So it was measured from the ground to here. We knew that the gate was going to come up to about here somewhere, okay. But at that time we were not sure exactly how we were going to fill the compound. Initially we were going to slope it from back to front. Now we're sloping it from front to back, you see. So when that measurement was done, the landscape hadn't been decided yet. What am I getting at here? Because the land has been filled so much, now the gate is basically coming up here and coming up to around about here somewhere. So now what that means is that this chunk of concrete and this chunk of concrete is in the way, unfortunately. I guess not too wide, because it is behind the house, so you won't see it from the front. So what we're going to have to do is this line here, we're going to have to saw this part away. Unfortunately, I know this is the first time you're hearing it, Gad. That's why you're looking all surprised. But unfortunately, this part here, we're gonna have to chop it along this line and slice it away. It's gonna be done very neatly on both sides so that the gate can move, unless it will block the gate. Yeah, but you're not. It's going to be finished nicely from the back. Yeah, obviously you won't see it from the front, so no issues. Okay, so that's I guess we can't do anything about that. But I guess for the guys out there, maybe wait until you've done all your filling and compacting before you buy your main gate. Maybe that's the lesson on that one. You can't get everything right sometimes, but it happens. All right, so let's head to the swimming pool area. As you know, guys, we would like to have a swimming pool here, yeah. But at the same time, we want to do it as cost effective as possible. And obviously, a traditional swimming pool means digging the ground significantly, laying concrete, reinforced concrete block work, really making sure it's watertight, tiling, and all, etc., which is obviously significantly can be a significant cost. I've looked into it, and you're probably looking at maybe about to get the type of swimming pool you want, with maybe a barrier around it and all that, maybe £7,000 or £8,000 probably, okay, which is a significant amount of money. But we found an alternative, which is a much cheaper alternative and still serves our purpose without digging. Swimming pool without digging. All we have to do is level the ground, maybe put some concrete on the ground. All right, guys, I'm showing you some images on your screen of swimming pools that can be installed very quickly, right, and are much cheaper than digging the ground. Okay, some of them look quite nice, okay, and they're done right here in Ghana. So you've got some pictures on your screen. I like the wooden one, which is, you remember the wooden one, guys? It's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, rectangular wooden one. I think they have standard sizes, but you can also order bespoke sizes, and it's much cheaper than digging the ground, much cheaper, and obviously quicker to get it up and running. We've laid out all the pipes, so I think we'll probably go down that route. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I think it's much quicker. Yes, obviously. Yeah, I guess obviously the pool will be raised a little bit, but I'm not worried about that at all. It's we can arrange it in a very beautiful way that will still look nice in the environment. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts about that?
No, I'm just imagining. No, don't worry. When we start, we'll start. So,
Yeah, exactly. It's I think it'll be cool. I think really, 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 really
yeah,
cool.
I saw the pictures, didn't I? So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So farm area, swimming pool, and then a building of some sort in front. Okay. Now,
Don't
why are you
say
laughing?
it.
That'll be for another video, eh? That'll be for
Thank
another
you.
guys. What I want to do now is I've picked a random selection of questions. I've got about 6 questions here and a statement that I picked from the channel, and I thought I would answer some of those questions on this video. So the first question is really I did a video about how solar water tanks work, and if you haven't watched that video, click up here to watch that video. So this is a question from that video, and that was from somebody called Kati Loyo. Okay, so shout out to this person for that question. The question is, how do you convert a house that has an electric instantaneous water heater into a solar water system? Okay, and it is very simple. Okay, very, very simple. A number of options here. Where we live at the moment, okay, we have a single 200-liter electric instantaneous water heater. Okay, it's like a boiler on the wall, and obviously it's got power to it. It has a cold water feed and a hot water feed into the house. It serves the entire house. I think it's 100 liters because it's only a 2-bedroom house. Okay. Now, if we wanted to convert that into a solar hot water system, all we'll have to do is go onto the roof, install the solar hot water tank. Okay. Then simply the cold water feed that is coming into the existing electric heater, simply extend it into the solar water tank. In other words, disconnect it from the electric tank and divert it into the solar water tank. Okay, you may need an extra pump. Your plumber will determine that depending on how you're going to run to it. Disconnect that water supply, connect it into the water tank, solar water tank on the roof, and then bring the hot water output from the solar tank, bring it down, right? Disconnect the hot water pipe from the electric water heater, and then connect the one that's coming from the roof into that one, and then there you go. So all you are doing, you are disconnecting the existing into the electric heater, routing it into your solar water tank, getting the output of the solar water tank, which is hot water, and connecting it into your hot water pipe that used to come out of the electric water heater. I hope that makes sense. Okay, once you do that commissioning, all you have to do is take out the electric. Very, very simple. That is a centralized system. Now obviously in some homes you may have a number of different electric instantaneous heaters. You may have one electric heater in the shower, electric heater somewhere else in the kitchen, and it's the same principle really. You have to, if you have them scattered all over the place, then you have to disconnect the cold water supply, find a way to combine the cold water supply into the solar water tank, okay, and then bring the hot water feed back and connect the hot water feed into those various hot water outlets, okay, and then that's it. Yeah, but obviously, yeah, you need to find the right plumber who knows what they're talking about. In that situation, I'd recommend trying not to get a plumber who has learned his trade by following a master all his life. Try to get somebody who can do the calculations, understands the pressure drops, understands the right type of pump to select, and the impact of bends and rises in pipes, unless it will affect your pressure coming out of your showers and your taps. Okay, so that's all feasible. Okay, good. Question number 2, somebody asked, what is the how to wire your house video and how does it differ from my past electrical videos? Okay, now in the past, I've talked about the electrical system from the ECG meter into the electrical room, all the changeovers we have and the distribution board. All our electrical videos have really been focused on that area, okay, which in the electrical industry we call it, let's say, the incoming cables and the sub main to the distribution board. But I will do a video which is about how to wire your house, and that video will focus from the distribution board into the house. So you're talking about the pipes in the walls. You're talking about the 1.5 mil cables to the lighting, the 4 mil cables to the heaters, to the air conditioning, to the sockets. Okay, and the actual operation, when the RCBOs are put in, what to connect it to and what not to connect it to, the actual final circuits and final operation. That is the video I'm referring to, how to wire your house from the distribution board out to the compound, external light. what to look out for, how to wire the light switches, etc., etc. That's the video that I'm going to do at some point. Somebody asked me when. I can't answer that question, unfortunately, but all I can say is soon. Okay. Now, question number 3. What is the size of your plot? The lovely Crystal can pan around and show you, and I'm sure she will zoom it appropriately so you can see. Okay. Now, so we are on 2 plots. Okay, 2 plots. The actual size is approximately about 110 foot by just over about 75 foot. 110 by 75 foot for each plot. Okay, each plot is about 110 feet this way and 75 feet that way. Okay, so in total we've got 150 feet that way and 110 feet that way. Okay, so in terms of square meter ridge, each plot is roughly, let's say about between 650 and 700 square meters each plot. So in square meter terms, that means you've got about 1,400 square meters. Okay, if you want to do the square feet, then obviously it's 110 feet times 75 feet. That's the square foot of 1 plot, and we have that times 2. Okay, so that is the size of a plot. A typical standard plot in Ghana, typical is 100 feet by 70 feet. Ours is slightly over, you know, and there's always variations on the ground. Yeah, so we're fortunate in that it's just slightly over. Okay, now question number 4. Somebody asked me, I did say it in a previous video, how much was the 1 horsepower pump? Where did you buy it? Okay, if you haven't watched the video where I talked about automatic versus manual pumps and where I bought it, click up here. Nonetheless, the 1 horsepower pump, we purchased it. In fact, somebody purchased it for us. I don't know the exact shop, but it's on Spintex Road near the new Accra Deco shop, which is a brand new big complex. I think it's opposite there somewhere. It was an automatic pump, 750 watts, which is 1 horsepower. The pump itself was about 930 Ghana cedis, but then the automatic, you have to buy the automatic accessory. It's called automatic buster, which is another 210 cedis. Okay, to give you the total image on your screen. If you haven't seen the pump that I'm referring to, that's the pump I'm referring to. It's on the roof. Okay, now I believe Crystal wanted to give a shout out to someone. Did you find out about your hydrangeas?
Yes, I did. I'm so happy about it. I just wanted to give a shout out to Chuck Norris.
Chuck Ginger. Chuck Gingers.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Chuck Gingers. Hi, Chuck Gingers. Thank you so much. I read your email. Yes, I'm so very happy for the recommendation you gave me, and I'm going to take it on board. Thank you so much for giving me all that detailed information. I'm so happy.
Yes,
thank you
good.
so much.
Shout out to Chuck
Yes.
Gingers, not Chuck Norris.
So thank you so much, Chuck. I'm happy.
Awesome, awesome. Hopefully we'll get it and we'll be able to display it in one of our videos soon.
Yes. Thank you.
Finally, guys, just to round off, and this is for laughs, yeah? This was not a question, but this was a statement on one of our videos. Okay, now there are ways you can express yourself. There's ways you can say things, you know. This particular person, there's possibly some truth in what they said. You know, I think they made a good point, but the way in which they put it was absolutely ridiculous. Very disrespectful way of putting your point across. Very rude. It's like, but I think just for laughs, I'm gonna put it up on your screen and read it for you. See, comment below to let me know what you think about his comment. You know, he may have a point, but that's just not the way to approach people, not the way to make friends, and it's not very respectful. You know, you can put it in a much more respectful way. So just for laughs, let's have a read on your screen. So this is a comment from somebody called Voodoo Channel. He says, look how the two of you are sweating like a pregnant fish in your own building. Your building should have been done with burnt bricks or rammed earth, or the traditionally modernized mud clay as left behind by our ancient ancestors. Okay, then he goes on to say, even the windows should have been the traditional louvers. Your ancient forefathers used them. In fact, they grew so old in them, Ghana won't get any cooler. Ghana will not get any cooler, which is a good point. It will get hotter, more hotter, and extremely hotter. That means you have to mount more air conditioners in the future. History is the best medicine for what is wrong with us. Some good points in there, but again, sweating like a pregnant fish and the rest of it completely unnecessary.
He was just telling us off, man.
Yeah, he may have some. He may have some good points in there. He may have some good points.
Oh,
But I've started to look into the rammed earth thing. And in fact, I've seen some lovely videos about rammed earth, which seem quite good. In other parts of the world, they've constructed it very, very, very well. I have seen a video with another firm in Ghana. I can't remember. I've forgotten what their name is. They're doing rammed earth, but I think they seem to be the only one that I've found so far. And I really want to get into that at some point, but at the same time, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Even in the concrete type of build that has been being built in Ghana for many years, we're still having all these troubles, all these headaches with the artisans who are supposed to be experts. How much more a new technology, okay, where there's only 1 or 2 companies doing it. It's very, very good, and I'll continue to look into it, and I pray that there's more expertise on the ground, and perhaps we'll get into it one day. Rammed earth, yes, I think it's going to be quite good. Like I call it the 21st century madhouse, you know. But that's it, really. What do you think about that comment, Chris?
Mr. Voodoo, thank you for that comment. However, I'd like to see you build yours and show us what you've done, okay? Thank you.
Guys, thank you for watching this episode of Asher and Gad channel. As usual, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you always be aware when we upload a new video for your viewing pleasure. So from you is
Kemesia.
guys, Yebeshia. See you next time.